Welcome everybody to Joel the Nose, and today's video is my top 3 favorite masculine fragrances right now. This is right now, it's been for a long time, although there's a new one into my entry that I just picked up recently. So this is updated, end of 2025, classic timeless masculine fragrances. And remember to like and follow if you find this content valuable for yourself. Let's jump right into this. I'm going to come in at number 3, and this is the newest entry into this, one of my favorite masculine fragrances. That is from the house, and I want to pronounce this, it's from Klaus Porto. This is a Portuguese house that has a very classic Italian European vibe. So very just classic smelling, very much something that you would wear every day, most of their perfumes. But the one that really sticks out for me is this just super masculine is Musgo Real Black Edition. Let me hold that up for you. You guys can see it. That is, again, Klaus Porto, the Portuguese house. By the way, a little background. The founders of this house apparently goes back to like the 1700s, if I'm not mistaken. They, the two founders were actually German immigrants to Portugal. So it's an interesting combination, but it has an Italian feel. So I don't know a ton of Portuguese perfume houses. So I guess I can admit I'm a little bit ignorant on the style definitely, but I'm thinking Portugal is, European. It's obviously got a lot of beaches. It's got, some very almost, coast or not Riviera type qualities. So I think this Italian influence is definitely there. And why is this fragrance on my list? First of all, I wear this a lot right now. I just picked it up maybe a couple months ago for the first time, and I'm so glad I came onto this house, and I'm going to be trying a bunch of the other things. Just so you know, they're also, I guess what they're really famous for originally are their soaps, their lotions. So you can buy those incredible Italian, again, influenced European soaps that I love. Whenever I've been to Italy in particular, never been to Portugal, they have these soaps that are just this clean, citrus, masculine. I love them, but they're smooth and they pair well with any fragrance. And I have some soaps that I got from them also that I wear when I'm gonna wear a Musgo, wear the Musgo Real or one of the other fragrances I have, and perfect combination. But what do I like about this? This to me this came out in 2019, but it has this kind of classic 80s masculine power green fragrance. So if you like that Dracar Noir, that Polo Green, that Z14 from Halston, if you like that type of vibe, this is gonna be right up your alley. This is an eau de toilette, so it is an EDT. I've been wearing it a lot. I get a good 4 to 5 hours, which for an EDT for me is exactly perfect. A fragrance that I can wear to the gym, I can wear in the morning. It's something I can reapply throughout the day. But the notes that really stand out, there's a lot of notes here, but the ones that really stand out are juniper berry, cacao, nutmeg, cedar, and patchouli. So it has that juniper berry, gives a little freshness, keeps it a little bit light at the top, almost has almost a Fougere-like quality to this. And it just makes me happy, These are fragrances. The bottles, by the way, I didn't even show you the design. It's got a great engraved of their logo on the back, and I know it's kind of hard to see with the light. It's a crown. The bottles, the labels, everything is just very clean and simple and well thought out. It's got good angular designs. It fits well in the hand. It's got, just a kind of standard black cap, but seamlessly fits in so well with the bottle. And I think this is a house that just really pays attention to details. When you look at the packaging that it comes in, it's exquisite. It's a packaging that you would expect from a high-end luxury retailer like a, YSL or, a Gucci, something like that. Just the boxes, the packaging, everything is really nice. So if you're really into that aspect of the experience, Klaus Porto is definitely a house for you to check out. The fragrances, if I remember correctly, are all well under a couple $100. So, you're getting a good price point and for a niche fragrance. But highly recommend it, not just for, you know, masculinity, but for everyday wearing. So that's going to take me now to my number 2, and that is Nobile 1942's Fougere Nobile. I think I said another name. I did a short video on this. This is Fougere Nobile. It's not Fougere Royale. Fougere Nobile. Oh man, I just realized I've been. Yeah, okay. Making sure I'm looking at the correct spot on the camera. You know, sometimes we have technical difficulties. What do I like about this? This fragrance came out, I believe, 2015, so it's now 10 years old, and it just remains a classic. I've gotten so many compliments on this over the years, and I've also gotten a lot of people who have seen my videos on this and then bought it and then thanked me. So this is a fragrance that's an absolute banger, should be in every man's collection. It is a classic Italian Fougere, so it's different from a English Fougere, which there are so many great ones. When I think of Fougere, I usually think of, you know, one of the classic British or English houses. But this, wow, it's just unique. It's got definitely the lavender smell, which you would normally expect in a Fougere, the oak moss, but also has tobacco. It's got this geranium, which gives it this powdery quality, which is not necessarily typical of a lot of Fougeres I smell. And I believe it's got a white musk that gives it a sensual sexiness. And it lasts all day. This is a fragrance, I put it on, I'm getting 8 to 9 hours. This 75 milliliter, I know, is around $160, $70, I believe, maybe a little bit less, right in that range. So it's a very good price point for a quality niche fragrance. And I just love how the Italian houses bring their artistry, their culture, their unique way of looking at the world to fragrances like Nobile 1942 with a lot of their fragrances, which I love. But this one, again, if you want a just pure masculine Fougere, it's hard to beat this one. It's hard to top it. It's going to be, again, something that should be in every person's or every man's collection. And last but not least, that's going to lead me to my number 1, and that is L from Arquiste. L. Sometimes it's hard to see the writing there. You can see it. First of all, the bottle, it's just simply amazing. It's really a piece of art. This is Carlos, the owner, the creative director, was an architect or is an architect. And so his house, his bottles all have this kind of, you know, round, almost oval with the gold. This one, the gold top that has the A. I don't know if you can see it kind of imprinted. So the bottles to me are what first attracted me to this house. I've done a video before, by the way, probably about a little over a year ago, where I said this house to me is probably, if I had to name my favorite house right now, Arquiste is there. The bottles for 100 milliliters are around $200 for just an absolutely spectacular, niche, unique house. They have so many different fragrances that run the gamut. And not necessarily a beginner house. I will say that. This is for someone that's probably already been collecting niche for a little bit and they're stepping up their game to that next intermediate level or advanced level. That's how I would kind of describe Arquiste. But for the price point, for the artistry, for the architecture, and then ultimately for the juice, it's just hard to beat this house. And L to me was the very first fragrance I ever owned from Arquiste. It today holds a special place in my heart. It is what I call a dirty barbershop Fougere. Beware. This is not going to be for everybody. I'm warning you now. It has civet and castoreum, two of the most animalic notes in fragrance, okay? It smells right from the beginning a little bit like dirty ass. But if you can get past that, okay, and let the Fougere element come out. It's got oak moss. It's got, what else does it have? Cinnamon, honey, clary sage, vetiver. Those are, again, just some of the few. But so you've got these sweet elements, these sensual kind of oozing elements of it mixed in with that dirty animalistic stuff. It smells like, this to me smells like sex. You put this on and where the real magic begins is in the 3 to 4 hour mark. So at first you're going to maybe be overwhelmed, not overwhelmed because it's not totally skanky, stinky, but when you put it on at first, you may be a little bit like when you smell it here. You get that castoreum and that civet, but the dry down is magic. The dry down, you gotta try it, put it on your skin, trust me guys, if you follow my channel and you like my recommendations, let it develop on your skin, and it's gonna last about 10 to 11 hours, and let me tell you, it's pure sexual dynamite. It's sexual dynamite. I just thought of that word, I've never used that before. It is sexual dynamite. It will work wonders for you. So if you're going on a date, put it on 3 hours or so before your date. It's going to still have plenty of projection. It's going to have plenty of lasting power. It's still going to have good sillage, but it's going to work magic on your skin at that point. So there you have it, guys. My top 3 masculine fragrances, trying to give you my experience, having worn these all for a long time, with the exception of the Musgo Real, which is newer for me. And let me know some of your most favorite masculine fragrances. And if you do have one of these, let me know your thoughts and feelings and your experience with them. I'll be back very soon with another video. Remember, don't be a wimp, spray like a pimp.